Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Yo, I think we are live.
Hello.
Welcome all.
Live long and prosper.
Welcome to this special Thursday, right? Thursday stream.
Yes, it feels like a Saturday, and tomorrow's going to feel like a Sunday, and then we're going to be back to Saturday, so it's kind of a trip.
Yeah, it's really been screwing with me all day. It really
It's,
feels like a Saturday.
yeah, it really does feel like a Saturday, and then I work tomorrow, so tomorrow's going to feel like I work a Sunday, and then I'm going to have Friday off. Not Friday, because tomorrow is Friday, not Sunday. See? Exactly.
I know. I'm gonna be so thrown off.
Hey, Disco Bay.
Yo.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Discovery Bay, Comics for All People. Thank you guys for hanging out.
I thought I saw that you were live, or maybe it could have been a while ago. Sometimes it shows that you're like live, and then it doesn't update the time on my phone. It's weird. But yeah, it's his birthday. He's an old man.
Yeah, it's my birthday today, so yeah.
Same as Perry's. So happy birthday, Perry.
Yes.
If you're out there listening,
happy birthday,
lurking.
Perry.
If you're out there lurking, listening and lurking, happy birthday to Perry and you and my stepdad.
Yeah, and it was your stepdad's birthday. One of my mom's friends, it was his birthday's today too, the same day.
Yeah.
Even the legendary Dallas Cowboys receiver Michael Irvin was born on March 5th as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Comics for All People.
There's kind of been a lot of people I've noticed it.
I just like that your birthday's in March and mine's in April.
Mm-hmm.
We like get 2 months of spoiling each other, and it's like every day-to-day thing, anyways. But still,
and they're like fairly close too.
Yeah.
You know, but not where it's like super close. Where it's like
yours is at the beginning, and mine is at the end.
That's true. Yeah, yours is at the end of the month.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Oh, Discovery Bay said he ended it so that he can watch us.
Oh, you're so nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much. You obviously didn't have to do that, and
it is an open invite, just so you are all aware.
In Comics for All People said happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did put like this banner thing here. How open invite. Yeah, we didn't really have we didn't really think of anything specific to talk about, but yeah, we just. I mean, we did go to 2 comic book stores, and we're going to show what we picked up, but just kind of want to just hang out.
We did pick up some books, and I did my best to let him get more books than me. And at one place it was successful. At the other place it wasn't quite so much. But I think it's because he was looking at the trades.
Yeah, like that's what I was going to bring up. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have those hunts sometimes where.
Hey, Area 51.
You just don't really find much,
Sometimes, because there's been times when we go hunting and it's me and you're the one that finds all this stuff and like everything that I looked through or looked for.
I mean, I say that I don't find much as I have this.
Okay, so maybe it was a success because look at this. This stack is a lot smaller than yours. So yeah, I got a much smaller pile.
I mean, a lot of this is like quarter bin and dollar bin. Like, it was
true,
kind of bargain. I mean, it was really bargain. But
to be fair, sharing is caring, and we share everything. So it's like we don't really have yours or like, yours or
no.
her.
That's why it's funny. We have that segment on our show, his and hers.
Yeah, which is a fun segment to do.
That's a really fun one to do because
Hey Sharon, thanks for joining us. Oh, I hope you're having a good day at work.
Don't tell me.
We took the day off. Well, yeah, he took Thursday and Friday off. I still work tomorrow, but we had to take the day off.
Yeah.
It's a tradition. Like, ever since we've been together, we've always just took the day of our
have to work on their birthdays.
Some people do.
I know.
And they're okay with it, but not me. I'm like, nope, I don't want to work on my birthday.
If we like ran our own like comic book store or something like that, I would work on my birthday. In that situation, I would. Even if we did this full time.
That's true.
And let's say like our show happened to fall on my birthday, I would still do it.
Right. Yeah, same.
but I guess if you kind of do something that you don't.
It would depend.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It depends.
We won't tell on you. It'll be our little secret forever.
Yes.
Birthday time is the best. Yeah. So there was a good, because like after I found some books for me, I'm like, okay, I can't find any more books for me. I have to like look for what he's hunting for. So there was a few ones that I came across, and it's like, hey, and he's just like, oh, And so it's like, yeah, we're good.
You were finding some good stuff. I mean, I found some good stuff too. Which I'm gonna get into here, but
I did find some good stuff.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
It was just one of those things, though. Like,
hey NYC,
hey Carly,
thanks for joining us. Glad you could make it.
It's I don't know. It was weird though because it was like those things. It was a combination of, when you're like looking around and there's all this, stuff. I mean, because they did have obviously dope selections, but it was one of those things where it's like
you're just not quite
not quite sure what you're even looking for. But then when you're like, oh, and then when you go for it, like they don't have like book one or something,
right?
Because I mean, like you said, I was looking through the trades a lot, but
I think it would have been better to look through the trades at Volts than Black Cats.
I know I should have. I didn't even go down that aisle when we were there.
But next time, and there's going to be a sale going on next Saturday, this Saturday to next Saturday.
Starting, this Saturday.
For like a full week on the second comic book store that we usually go to. But we don't get paid till next Friday, so we'll probably get that
we're going to be
hitting
it the last day.
Yeah.
But
because they got like dollar books that are not all dollar books, but are being sold for $1 for the sale. So...
and $5 trades. And I guess what they're doing, I guess they're...
Hey, Super Russ, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Russ, what's going on, bro? So, and I guess what they're doing, they're like renting out, I think, like the space next door. So they have this full...
Which I thought was GameStop. Was GameStop not there?
I thought it was, right?
Yeah.
Or no, wait. Isn't there a
space between?
I think there is that space between that's... I don't think it's normally a shop or anything.
Oh, it's like
because remember when we walked there? There's kind of, it's just like the windows are really dark. Like I think there's a space in there, and actually she did even say something. It was their old space for when they had to move for when that car went through their building.
Yeah, because at some point a car went through their building.
Yeah,
and it was like right before we got back into collecting. So when we started going there, they had just barely gotten back into their shop or where they were at.
Yeah, and it's crazy because where the car went through the wall is actually where their
new book wall is.
Their new book wall is. Yeah.
Which I was actually thankful that we went there because there were 2 new books that I meant to get at our normal LCS that they didn't have. I don't know if it was sold out or if it was because they just didn't order them in. But yeah, so I'll show this one real quick. Is The Crow. I thought this one just looked really good. And the synopsis on it, is that what you call it?
Synopsis? Yeah.
I said it right and pronounced it right. Yeah.
You did.
Oh, yeah, go me.
You did.
Yeah. See, so I got this one because it looks really good. And the synopsis was really good on it, too.
Yes.
And I love The Crow, and if it's anything to do with that, I had to.
Yeah, me and you are big fans of the show.
It can't rain all the time.
Movie, and it's one of our...
It can't rain all the time. Oh, God.
It's one of our favorite things.
It's such a sad thing that he died from the movie, like Brandon Lee, and...
I
used to have a
trip.
Crow poster where he was sitting in the chair and he was the Crow, and I had stolen it from my older sister, but then I had my episode and it got destroyed.
What was it? I was reading something about the misconception of that.
It does look really good.
How a lot of people think the scene where the accident happened is when he gets like shot off the table, but it's not. It's actually the beginning one. Mm-hmm. Because they filmed that near farther, like near the end.
They filmed the beginning of the movie near the end because it was like right at the end of the movie of filming.
It was like 80% through. It was like a little beyond 3/4 because they did have to do some scenes. Yeah, Brandon Lee.
Yeah, Brandon.
Mm-hmm. They did have to do some scenes like kind of digital, and this is like when movies weren't using digital that much. This is when it was kind of first coming into the
something in my eye.
Industry and they had to digitize it, and I think they used his stunt double. Well, obviously he didn't really have one, but they used a stunt double like for the rest, like a body double or whatever.
Yeah, but it looked really good. They had a few different covers, but this was just the one that I liked the most. The other ones were good, but I liked this one.
And isn't it by? I think it's by like Tim Seeley.
Yeah, Seeley.
I think the artist I hadn't heard of though.
I
don't know the first name, but the last name's like...
Yeah. Garrow! Mr. Garrow! I saw your post about the tour you got your kids, and it's like, what was the thing they write on? Man, you can never make them happy. Yeah, because he made a post a toy he got for his kids, and they're like, "But where's the thing he rides on?" Because it is a Star Wars toy.
Yeah,
But,
and you're saying
yeah.
never have.
You can never make
know.
them happy. They can never have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah, and
Hey,
and this is a open invite. You know, if
yes,
anyone
it
wants
is
to
open.
hang
Yeah.
out,
If you want to
I'm
hop
trying to
on,
think. Yeah, just
you're
mention it
more
in
welcome
chat.
to.
And
Hey, Chris Barrett, thanks for joining us.
I mean, so they don't have to like put their like emails like in chat if they don't want to or something. They could probably DM us.
Yeah, they could
probably
DM
on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah, that's probably.
You can either send the email to my Instagram or his Instagram.
Yeah.
Solgr or Fuchsia, the usual. My back itches.
Yeah, they're probably actually that probably would be kind of like a better banner to have to say like
open invites, surprise birthday party.
Well,
thing.
email. No,
well, not surprise birthday
that.
party thing, but yeah. And I'm still super full from the smothered burritos we had. Oh, wow. At the iPlace, sponsored by the iPlace. I need to get my eyes looked at too. By the way, because like they're getting.
I think it's his wife that works there, but or I mean they both don't, right?
I don't know. One of them.
I know it's something he was mentioning about his wife. Though.
Yeah, I know it's an iPlace, and I actually do need to get my eyes looked at because it's been over.
It's been a long. Not since we've met. I don't know. You have. No, yeah. I'm an idiot. Holy cow! How many times have we been to the?
You're my beautiful idiot. It's okay.
Wow.
No, I don't know where the last 7 years went either. It's a mystery.
For real, that's.
Yesterday feels like a year ago. Like
yeah,
time just goes by way too fast. But no, I've had I've gone there a few times since we've been together. I usually go once every like 2 or 3 years.
Couple years, yeah.
And every time I go, they get a little worse. But I haven't been there in like 2 years, so it's coming up on having to go again.
Hey, Chris Barrett, Comics for Thomas.
Comics for Thomas, aggressively relaxing. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you all so much.
Indeed. I'm still super full from the smothered burritos we had.
Yeah, I don't know. La
Frontera has some really good smothered burritos.
I don't know if that's just like a Utah restaurant. I don't know if you guys anywhere have.
Hey, Lasso, thanks for joining us.
La Frontera.
I mean,
if they don't, they at least have similar. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's at least similar.
I mean, but these holy cow, these smothered burritos, like
they're like they come in the carton like little box things, and they're like the burrito itself is just like the whole box, and it comes with a side of rice and beans. And we always just get it to go, and they're just like the best smothered burritos that you can get anywhere.
Yo, Magic Lasso.
They're so good. So good.
They are. And you know what's crazy? When I was younger, like high school, going there, like Kyle, we would get three. It was the three. I don't know how the heck we would do that.
It's that young.
What's that young metabolism and
metabolism. If I eat too much, my chest starts to hurt, and I'm like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll get into showing these here in a second. I need to make this banner real quick.
So he's going to change the banner real quick. That works.
I hate how I can't even reach it.
I'll show this other one here real quick though. This is the one that I was talking about not too long ago that I actually really enjoy. It is like Thor, but it's not your conventional Thor that you have like other stuff. It's more like the Norse god one, but it's the indie IDW one with Simonson, Martin, and Workman. And so issue 4 of Ragnarok, Breaking of Helheim, came out today. So this is one that I got at the second LCS that we went to because they didn't have this at our normal LCS, which I thought for sure they were going to have it in the hold, but it wasn't there. So I'm excited for this one. Ooh, and he read Batman Damned hardcover last night and really enjoyed it. So it's like then this morning when I actually somehow got up on time with my own alarm by myself, it was a shocking surprise. Like that never happens.
Kind of the last like couple days in a row.
So far this week, I'm on a record.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure we've mentioned it on show before. You are a nightmare to get up in the morning.
Yeah, I am pretty bad. I don't mean to be. I wish I could help it, but I can't. Like, I could drink like a triple, quadruple shot of espresso coffee, be like freaking, and I would still be able to sleep.
And
Mhm.
and fall asleep like right in the middle of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like how I drink Nosses all day every
Like,
day, and I
I
still
notice
just
I
fall
notice
asleep.
when I don't have energy drinks for a couple days or a couple weeks, when I have that first one after a while, it actually does boost me up and give me energy, but then I'm right back to being tired. But but yeah, no. So he read Batman Dam last night. So then when I woke up, before we even went anywhere or did anything, because our LCS doesn't open until noon,
Yeah.
I ended up reading the first book, book one of the Batman Damned, and it's really good. The art is incredible. I love how John Constantine popped up, and just the story, so good. Like,
Yeah.
comic books are not just for kids. There's adult comics out there where
Well,
it's
especially
like,
that book. I mean,
yeah.
that book was like the first one that was kind of kicking off the Black Label. And
Guys, I've DM'd and asked in the chat. Oh shit, we're late.
oh,
Okay, my
what was
bad.
it? Oh, sorry. That's
We gotta
what.
set. I check. All right, send the invite. Okay, check your phone. See, we're bad at we're amateurs, man. Oh hey, there's 6 messages that I didn't see. Happy birthday,
Oh, I
dude.
know. I mean, and I'm like bouncing back and forth between
See,
the.
but at least we're paying attention to the chat. We're working on it. He's got like 15, 20 minutes to hang if we send the link. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, you
Let
can
me
send
do
it.
that.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It was it was NYC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's NYC? Of course it was NYC. It's Kavi.
I don't know what the heck is going on with like my Instagram because I have notifications on, but I don't get them because I just switched over to my
You
Solgr
might
only account, and
you might have
I
your
have all these
messages
messages.
muted. I wonder if they're
No, they're
muted.
not.
They might be. I don't know.
Huh. Uh,
Do you know how to send the link?
yeah, I do. I mean, I just haven't done it that much.
Yeah.
Especially this laptop is slow,
It is super slow.
and it. I remember. I think it was when we had our. Um, what was it for? Was it our year anniversary when we had everybody on like NYC and
McD.
sorry, McD and Bueller and everybody. I remember every time I was sending an invite. Oh my heck, it was taking so long each time because it takes forever for it to pull it up. Like even pulling up my email and everything. And
it works. We make it work. We do what we can.
yeah, I mean it works for now, but we definitely have have a lot of plans
Yes.
for upgrades. And
Indeed. We're working on it, man. Noon, that's late. I thought the fact that one of my shops opened at 11 was late. Yeah, it is kind of later in the day. Like, I was thinking they'd open at 11, but it's only on Wednesdays and Saturdays that they open at 11.
Yeah.
And then they open at noon the rest of the days of the week. Which is kind of understandable, because, I mean, you are like a comic book shop. Like, like, I can kind of see that. And not opening till later. Harley was there today, which was cool. He's one of our favorite people to bump into when we do go there.
Yeah, the owner Dave wasn't there.
Because we were able to pick up this book. It was in our hold, and we got lucky and we got the one that we really wanted. And I think it's just because we emailed them, not necessarily because we're lucky.
Okay,
but,
I just got that sent, I think.
Or yeah, so it should be sent. But I was telling Harley at our LCS that we're super stoked for this one. And he was even super stoked for it too, but they've sold out, and I don't think he had it on his hold. But even he liked Unnatural too, and I was like, Unnatural was so good. So it was, of course, Mercy. That if I do get the opportunity, I might try and find this exact art germ variant and get a duplicate for my giveaway, because I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm starting to think about books to do for my 700 slash soon to be 800 follower giveaway on Instagram.
Yeah, yours.
So I got to gather books, but this is one that we got today that I am super stoked to read.
Yeah, you'll need that.
Oh yeah, I will need that. Copy's in the background.
Yep.
Hold on. Hold, please.
Hey,
Yo.
what's up?
Ooh,
How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Happy birthday, brother.
it's going good.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
to
you so
see
much.
you.
Your 29th birthday, I'm guessing. Yeah.
That's funny.
Right?
It's funny you say 29. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I turn 29 basically every
I'm
year.
forever
so,
29.
I
Yeah.
think I got these backwards. Hold on. I did. I don't know my
Forever
left from right.
29 is actually sounds like it could be a brand. I know Forever 21 is a thing,
Yeah,
but,
there's the Forever
Right.
21.
but Forever 29 actually makes a whole lot more sense for my age group. So
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
I'd say like the 27 club.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know how we made it past 27, but
27 is the year where like all those famous celebrities died way too young. All those
Yeah.
famous, mostly musicians, but
yeah. And the craziest
they're, like,
thing is
mostly
they all
musicians,
had
yeah.
white lighters on them.
yeah.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
that part.
I've heard that they all had a white lighter on them. Joplin,
Oh,
Hendrix.
really?
Yeah.
Jim Morrison too.
Jim
is
Morrison.
part of it.
They all had a white
Cobain?
lighter.
He was 27 also.
He was,
Cobain, yeah.
Amy
think
Winehouse was 27
Was
too.
Tupac 27 or was he younger? I think he was younger.
I think he might have been younger,
Yeah.
but not by
sure on that
much.
one.
Not by much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's actually a few books that have been put out about that whole 27 thing, and
Look at how awesome that is.
I haven't read
Yeah, you know, I haven't been to the comic shop for the new books this week, but I'm assuming maybe that one might be like sold out off the shelf even at Midtown because I think it's pretty popular, but if it's still there when I end up eventually going, I might grab that one because it is an awesome cover. Yeah.
It looks really good. I really like Mark Randolph's Unnatural, and I feel like this is going to be even better. That I'm super stoked for it. But yeah, it's sold out at our shop too. I was surprised to see it in the hole because I wasn't sure they were actually going to put it there. But the art is beautiful.
Yeah.
And after your big extravaganza at the con, it's no wonder.
I was like, I can't go to the comic shop right now because
That was great though. You guys with
I'm like looking at my wallet and I'm like, oh, okay.
it's
like that
smoldering.
It's like that time at the bar where you'd look like the next day and you're like, I don't even want to look at my wallet.
Right. Except, like I never had that issue with alcohol, but with comic books, I definitely do. So. There
was one time I was like maybe 22, 23, and we went out to the bar and I tipped the bartender like 80%. That for the longest time, every time I go to the bar, if it was packed, I'd have my drink by the time I made it to the counter because I'd always tip him like well over because I'm just that terrible at math that there's one time I tipped him like $60. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, even when you knew you were always a generous tipper, though.
Yeah, I've always been a generous tipper.
I'm a generous tipper for like dinners and stuff, right? Because there's a lot of work, especially if you're in like a larger group or even a smaller group. There's a lot of like attention that needs to be paid, by your servers.
Like, I even worked in a restaurant for a while when I was at Applebee's, so it was like I just they live off tip share, so always tip your people.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that. Thanks for joining us. So you got anything else going on, Kawi?
No,
you're gonna be on live for 2 YouTubers Saturday, so
I mean, I always forget what I have to promote. Whenever anybody asks that, I'm like, I don't really have anything, and then I do have things. So
I know I'm bad at that too. I'm
bad at that. I'm really bad at that. I'm supposed to at some point here tonight hop on live and open a package that 36 Chambers sent over to me. So he posted a few of his sketch covers like last week on Instagram for sale, and I hit him up about one of them. It was like this Blade Runner sketch, which is a really it's a gorgeous sketch and it's colored and everything. So I was like, yeah, I'll snag that from you. And then he sent it, and he's like, I threw in an A-OK or something extra or whatever. So I was like, okay, awesome. And I already got this from him as an A-OK from the guys. They hired him to do this for me, this ASM.
I did see that.
Yeah, I posted it on Instagram, and I showed it as part of my haul video last night.
So you can see it.
Yeah,
so 36 Chambers does some great work. So I possibly have 1, maybe 2 sketches in a box sitting over to the left of me here to to unbox. I don't know if the AOK is a sketch. It could be a book or something. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah.
That's
I've been watching
awesome.
replay. It was a couple days ago. I went back and I watched a few of that of like the artist series and stuff.
Yeah, when he interviews artists in the community and whatnot. That's really cool. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to.
What?
This morning he was drawing and then it like logged him out, and so then he went to log back into the app that he draws on, and all of the drawings were gone.
No, really? What's the app?
I'm still trying to like kind of figure out what the hell happened.
Probably should not have brought it up, but I must have said it was a shotgun.
But it's weird though, because in this app I was using, some stuff would save like locally, like to my phone. So I have some of those, but then there was like some of the other ones would, I don't know where the hell it would save. I mean, it was kind of a weird app, but.
What was the name of the
app? They don't have like a cloud that you can save to or like upload to, so that it doesn't matter what device you're on.
There is a part on it I found where it says like cloud saves and stuff, but it didn't really.
You have to like activate that.
I think you probably do. I think it's something like that maybe.
But we all live and we learn, because I thought I lost all of my book stuff, and come to find out I did actually save it.
Well, that's what I'm a little bummed about, is because that's some of the stuff I lost was because I hadn't even shown you yet some of the sketches I had started for our own book that were like we've been like kind of getting started.
Hey, we got Big Will. Thanks for joining us, Mr.
Hey, Big Will.
Good to see you guys.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out.
I can sometimes be a downer, but hey, look, here's Daredevil.
What? Oh, that series is so good.
This series has been really good. I can't wait to read this one. It's been really good.
Which one? The Daredevil current one?
The current Daredevil.
Starsky one. Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm like 10 issues behind or whatever, but I'm enjoying the read so far. I'm like catching up on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I just barely caught up on it last week because I was like 4 issues behind, and then I read all 4 of them at once, and yeah.
Yeah, I was a little bit farther behind that, and then I got caught up too. And this is the start of a new arc, isn't it? Or no? Or
one of 2 kitchens fall.
So one of 2. This is the first one, new one. Did you notice that last arc on it? It was on like part 8 or something.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Like, I don't know. I just hadn't seen an arc, especially at Marvel, go
8.
Yeah, to like a part 8. Like, it was a little weird. A little different,
but 8's your number, so it works.
Yeah,
it works indeed.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I found this one at the second one we went to today, and I'm so stoked I found this one, the Clayton Crane variant to
awesome.
Spawn 301.
His line was like. His line was pretty long the whole convention. C2E2. I know George got some books slabbed with like the rainbow signature that he does, or the infinity signature, where like every letter of his signature is a different color and everything. It's really cool looking.
I was honestly a little nervous for everybody that went down there because of like the whole coronavirus thing that's going on now. Like, a large group of, I'm like, but at the same time, it's like we should always be washing our hands. Why are they just like doing it now?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's about exactly that. It's like, you know, if you practice good hygiene,
you're good.
You're probably gonna be okay. And if you are in the like, you know, sort of demographic that can survive a regular seasonal flu just by rest, fluids, all that,
antibiotics,
you're probably okay. But but I do think the media is sort of responsible for creating some sort of like additional level of hysteria, and both the media and then social media, which is part of media, really.
Well, and then that's what I think really scared Black Horse or Dark Horse. Yeah. Dark Horse and CGC are pulling out at Emerald City
already.
Yeah, so it's like
a lot of creators are also pulled out. So unfortunately,
that is unfortunate.
Yeah, Chris Baird asked, "What's the legacy on the most recent Daredevil?" It's 631. Wow, 631. Yeah, because we're collecting our Volume 1 Daredevil,
right?
Yeah, and I don't remember what issue Volume 1 kind of stopped on, but I know it gets up in the 300s.
I had some good finds today.
Yeah, you were doing better than me because like I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm even looking for.
This is one that we got out of the hold. It's been there for a while, so I had to get it because it's Brave and the Bold, Batman and Green Arrow.
Sweet.
But
some of those I love those checkered covers from that era.
Right. Like cool. That special Silver Age one that I got right behind over here that I need to get over to CGC and slabbed.
Yeah.
From this really cool person that decided to send it out to me.
I think I might know who that person is.
It's pretty cool.
A stand-up individual.
Yes, by far.
Speaking of those
stand-up member of the community.
Once in a lifetime, like once in a generation.
Much more stand-up than this guy right here.
No, that's funny because speaking of those checkered ones, I was looking at some older Superman ones, and there was I think it was like 288 or something maybe, and it's the one where like Lois is like saying how they're like dying of thirst or whatever, and he's like
the
he's blocking
Thursdays.
It's like the evolution of Thirsty Thursdays, and he's blocking the fire hydrant, and he's like, no, nobody gets a drop. Like, wow, Superman was an asshole in the Golden Age.
Yeah,
I
when he wanted.
There's a lot of things about the Golden Age books and even Silver Age books that just wouldn't hold water today. Like it just wouldn't fly.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's what I love about them. That's what makes it great.
But that's why I love them too. They're just like it's like a peek. It's a window into like the history of that time.
A different time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we got Matt in the chat. Thanks for joining us as well.
Yo, what's up, Matt?
Yo, buddy.
Yeah. No, that's what I like is like definitely even reading those older books is seeing some of the ads.
Yeah,
those are really cool too. It's just nostalgic. I love it.
I know. Like I opened one earlier today, and it was there was an ad for I think it was the Street Fighter movie that Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I loved that. I mean, I know it wasn't like a classic or anything, but I loved it. Like just because I was a big fan.
I loved Jean-Claude Van Damme. I loved it as a kid.
I was obsessed. I love Street Fighter 2. Well, especially Street Fighter 2. That was like Street Fighter original. Obviously, is a classic too, but Street Fighter 2 specifically was like. I was obsessed. That was like the first fight. That was like the first fighting game that I was just like off the wall crazy for. And then Mortal Kombat, I guess, from there.
Yeah,
but
Mortal Kombat was always fun. Yeah, I remember being at the Boys and Girls Club playing that all day.
Hey, Bueller, what's up, man?
Bueller,
hey,
thanks for joining us.
What's going on, bro? Yeah, if you want to.
Thank you for the opportunity to call you a friend, man. It goes both ways.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. I know, and it's a trip too, because like I've said it many times before, like how like Bueller was like when we started collecting again. Bueller was like the first person I started watching, him and Tom and stuff, and
it's
crazy.
Good stuff.
I sort of joked about it on the live stream on my channel last night, but I watched the video Bueller puts out every single week, the comics coming out the next week where he like goes through all the different covers and all that. I watch that every week. It's like, appointment viewing or whatever, you got to watch it. But he mispronounces a certain artist's last name every single week, and I kind of joked about it on my channel last night. But every time he mispronounces this particular artist's last name, I just crack up. And like I look forward to that mispronunciation on a weekly basis. And I had the pleasure of meeting this particular artist at C2E2 and getting a book signed by him and everything. So I was like showing the book. I'm like, and here's my signed book by J. Ancelato, if you're Bueller. But it's actually J. Anacleto. And I was like, but keep going with the Ancelato Bueller. I don't want you to fix it. Because literally that little mispronunciation brings me so much joy on a weekly basis.
It reminds me of
keep the Ancelato vibes
for
alive.
sure.
You know what? I think I've always pronounced it that way in my head too, because I think that's how I've always seen it.
Bueller does. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I think that's how I might have always.
Reminds me of Cumberbatch's penguins.
Oh my god!
He can't say the word penguin, so
I
it's
know
like
when he was on.
or like,
what the hell's the name of that
stuff.
show? He was on the Graham Norton show when he was on that.
Norton.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was on it's Anacleto or Anacleto, I think, or one of those.
Okay, yeah.
But
I know the one that people always have the problem
with from now on for me. Like, just,
I know the one that people always have the problem with is Sienkiewicz, and so they always call him
Sienkiewicz. I think it's Sienkiewicz is the correct.
Even he has that signature. Even it's on his website too, where it's like the pronunciation of it, like when
the alliteration of the actual pronunciation of the
it's weird.
Either says a name in a way that is their name from now on. Agreed.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah. Well, it's like those names, because I think how I've always in my head or something pronounced it that way is.
Well, it's funny because
I haven't looked at the name closely, and it's just like a letter that's swapped.
I just find it funny because the way your spelling is on your name, Solgr. Everybody always thinks it's like Solgr.
Oh, I've had
Solgr.
But
between this and video game streaming and playing online with people, I've heard so many different ways of it.
I just have to deal with Comic Book NYC. Book.
Right? Yeah, book or books.
I know. I'm so used to just calling you NYC all the time.
NYC. Yeah, I mean, people. I got the most nicknames in the community, like Don Dada, my actual name copy, NYC, CBNYC, Comic Book NYC, Comic Books NYC.
By many names.
That's true, right?
It's like you can pick one of 12 different things to call me, and people know who we're talking about. So,
yeah, it's true.
I don't need one more, but eventually I will.
I don't need any more.
Hey, remember that one guy? Yeah, he was pretty cool. No.
Yeah, exactly. I'm that one guy from
that one guy
from earlier.
I was the
other day.
Right? Just the other day.
Swamp Thing
down the street.
Volume 2, number 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good find he had.
Yeah, it's really clean too.
There was a lot of them that were really
Later,
cool.
Matt. Enjoy soccer.
Yes, have a good game. Well, hopefully your kids have a good game.
Oh yeah, his boys' soccer game. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, buddy.
For sure. Yep. And then I found this one today.
Mr. Grell. I've never heard Grell pronounced the same way twice.
That's true.
Well, it's funny. It kind of goes to the whole, Raish and Raz Al Ghul and.
That's true.
I mean, I'll pronounce it both ways because the way I had it explained to me is Raish is the Hebrew of it or something, which is what that name is Hebrew or something, I guess. So Raish is the Hebrew of it, and Raz is kind of a Americanized version of it. So I'll say Raish sometimes and Raz sometimes. So I kind of use them both.
I just say Raish Al Ghul. That's one I can't pronounce. Raish Al Ghul?
Raish Al Ghul or Raz Al Ghul.
I've said it, but I've caught myself saying it both ways, honestly.
Same.
Right.
Raish Al Ghul, Raz Al Ghul.
I mean, even so much stuff that DC themselves have put out has it both ways, even them, because I remember the animated series. I think when it was either Talia or
there's that one that's on my 2020 list of Raish Al Ghul and Batman, and it's the Lazarus Pit one. It's a key, but
it's that cover when Batman's on his back with the sword. It's after the sword fight.
Yeah. That one looks good.
Can't remember the number.
One's a good Raish Al book to get.
Yeah.
That one.
I think I had that book at one point in a slab, and then I sold it, if I remember correctly.
I'm sure you did.
I regret selling it, probably, but yeah.
There's a few that we regret selling though too. So it's there's buyer's remorse, and then there's also I shouldn't have sold that.
Seller,
I sold. I finally got one of my Holy Grail books at C2E2 TMNT number 1.
Which was so awesome.
That's so awesome.
It blows my mind that I have it. It's it's back there, right there.
Right.
But I had to sell 25 of my slabs between January and the con, beginning of January and the con, to feel I feel like I could buy that without feeling too guilty about spending that much money on a book,
Right.
Oh yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
You gotta be strategic.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's
Gotta
one.
geek responsibly, because it can get into trouble if you don't.
I mean, even though I don't have a lot of Turtles stuff right now, like I mean, I was a huge Turtles fan growing up. I still am.
There's a picture of him around somewhere, because his grandmother was a seamstress, and she used to make wedding dresses and all this other stuff, and she did it for years. It was like her whole career. But she also made his Halloween costumes, so he always had the most accurate Superman, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costumes as kids growing up. And there's one of him.
Yeah, I had the jankiest costumes as a kid, like so janky. Like,
Same.
Yeah. A little jealous of that.
I mean, they were. I mean, some of the earlier ones were pretty janky for sure. But
what was really awesome was that when he was like 6 or 7, his mom had her really good friend come to his birthday party as Batman.
Yeah, it was first grade.
First grade. Yeah. So he had Batman at his birthday party when he's in first grade.
That would have been 90 or 91. So it was definitely right after Tim Burton Batman. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tim Burton.
I just remember as I was a kid too. I just remember like, and I wish I had it right here, but I have pictures of it. Like I just saw it recently. It was around here somewhere. It was set like a few days ago, but it was I don't know where he got this suit, because like it was a dope bat suit. It was like even like leather, and I mean it was pretty legit. I don't know where the hell he got it.
Yeah, it was pretty legit, and it was funny when Granny had first showed it to me. You were like, yeah, I don't know how I didn't realize that wasn't what was it his name was, or your mom's friend.
Don.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know how I didn't realize that wasn't Don as a kid, but I just thought it was Batman. I'm like, it works.
It was
a really good costume one too, so it was like,
when I find the picture again, I'm gonna have to post it or something.
Yeah, I'll have to find it somewhere for you.
I know I have it on my phone, but
I also found this one today.
So much crap on my phone. Take forever to find.
Yeah, I really like this one. It was a number 1. Strange Tales, Cloak and Dagger, Doctor Strange, number 1 for like $2.
Oh yeah, that's that 30-something issue run.
Mm-hmm. That we now have 3 books of this one, so I'm like, ooh, first collector's item issue.
And I think I was surprised that it was like the 3rd series or something of Strange Tales.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Yo, speaking of 36.
Hey, 36 Chambers. Bro? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's up, 36? Yeah, I told him to swing by here because I think we're gonna go live a little bit later together. I was like, I think we were originally planning on around right now, but I was like, I'm already live. So sorry, bro. When you get back home, hit me up and then we'll go live. So.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're running this for. I mean, we just wanted to pop on and say hello.
Wanted to hang out.
For sure. Hang out too. I miss you guys.
What we need to do is get Bake on here too.
Yeah, where's Bake? Is he home?
Yeah,
right.
I've been texting with Jeffrey. Like I've been sending him pictures from the con and everything, and talking to him. I think he may, and I think he might come back at some point. So, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. But he seems to be doing okay. I've been talking. So.
That's good.
Sometimes
good. I miss
we
him.
all just need a break though, because I know we just
exactly.
for a while. So
for real, yeah. Especially. I mean, he was on every show. He was going hard, right? You know, so it's
too many.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like if I do something on YouTube like 3 days in a row, then I take a month off. So this is my second day. Actually, this is my 3rd day in a row. On Tuesday, I was on Bear Island doing our group like buddies hang C2E2 recap, and then last night I was on my own channel doing my haul from C2E2. Now I'm doing this. And I'm doing the 36 Chambers. So that's like 3 days in a row. You can probably bank on me going MIA for like a few weeks.
Don't blame me either. Yeah, we were watching part of it last night or the night before.
It was
oh my god, you guys want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
So we were watching The Hunters, and I was gonna put Comigories on the TV because Matt was live with Comigories. But for whatever reason, the TV on the internet, it wasn't connecting. So it wouldn't let me stream from my phone to the TV. And we couldn't figure it out. And then we finally realized that, okay, let's just unplug it, plug it back in. we get it to work, and I'm sitting there on the floor watching the hunters, and he's on the couch, and he's like, okay, it should be working again. And so without even checking with him, I just looked at my phone to see if it gave me the option to share the TV. So I instantly hit the button. He straight up thought the remote was possessed and was like, he was even saying like, I didn't touch it. What the hell is it doing? Because it's all of a sudden going to this, and I could not stop laughing.
I thought the
like
channels were
20
like
minutes.
changing automatically.
Yeah, it was
and I was about to like rip open the remote to pull the batteries out. And she's like, no, it was me. Like,
he didn't realize that I had just streamed it up to the TV, so it's like all of a sudden we're trying to see if it works. I'm like, well, the one sure way to know if it works is if it gives me the option to turn it on.
Yeah,
so,
it can get confusing these days because like I'm the same. I do the same way where I have like my laptop on my desk over here. I've got my big screen TV over there, and then I'm always walking around with my phone. And it's the potential to have 3 different like YouTube shows going on at the same time. It's like real now because like of how many people there are and how many streams there are all the time.
So many.
It's hard to keep up sometimes, honestly. But like
it is,
it
and
really
it just
is.
keeps getting
I
bigger.
love watching stuff on my TV, but then I feel like I can't chat as easily unless I'm watching the same stream on my phone as I am on the, on the TV or whatever, and then I can't support 2 streams at the same time. That way, so it's like, oh, what am I gonna do?
I'm not the best at multitasking, so it's kind of best to just stick to one at a time because I just like I get sidetracked. Like sometimes I do hop around where I'll be like in one chat and then I'll hop over to another and then just kind of go back and forth. But it's still a lot, and it is
If Bueller wants to come on, send him the invite. He says he wants to come on for a few minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Send him the invite.
All right.
No, you guys should have seen the look on his face, though. It was just the funniest thing because he's like, I swear to God, I did not touch it. What is it doing?
Because like our remote before, like a few days before, had been acting kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like
it was acting weird, but yeah, it was just the funniest thing. I could not stop laughing about it. It was great to see his reaction, and yeah. I like to scare him sometimes. I can be mean. I don't mean to be mean, but he's so fun to scare. I love you.
Sometimes that's what you need in life is somebody that can scare you in a good way.
Right.
There was one time after we had moved into the apartment, I was tickling the shit out of him. I was just tickling him, and he's like, help, help. I'm like, no one's going to help you.
Nobody can hear you.
Nobody can hear you. Oh, it was great.
Okay, I think I got it sent.
Yeah. Oh, have you guys seen this one? I found it today, and I found it today, and I don't know if it's a variant or not, but I had to get it, and it was one that he said that I had to get was this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a variant or if it was just from a different series, but I just.
Which issue number is that? Because that's
it's 38.
38. Okay, I think I picked up issue 30 from that run at a local comic shop while I was in Chicago. It was at that Terry Dodson cover. One of my favorite Catwoman covers from that run.
That is such a good Terry cover Dodson. From that run.
Terry Dodson is fantastic.
Yeah. By far. Yeah, this one was like from the New 52, and I had to get it.
And
the yellow cover and the throwback look.
Well, yeah, because it's like an homage kind of to her first cover appearance. Remember?
Yeah.
But Flash isn't in it.
Detective Comics appearance. Yep.
Yeah, but Flash isn't. Yeah. So I saw this today. And I was like, we don't have this. We need it.
No, I had never seen that one before.
Because then it was even getting to the point where it's like, if I have to put some books back so you can get more of what you want, I will. And he's like, no, we're getting that one. I'm like, okay, that works. That works. That's fair.
I found this.
So you guys gonna eat anything good for your birthday? We're the foodie chat. We're the foodie guys.
Yeah. We need the food chat. This is a Mark Spector Moon Knight 40 with Dr. Doom.
We actually had smothered burritos from La Frontera.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, we definitely already ate.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna add him to the stream. I don't think I'm gonna. Is that right? Did I just do that?
Yeah.
Hey,
yay! I didn't break it. I didn't break it. I did good.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Did you share your age or is that private?
I already revealed it earlier. He's 29, right?
29.
Forever 29.
Yeah, I'm 29 too. No, I'm not.
No, I'm 36. Or, yeah, 36, yeah.
I am also 36. Yeah, I'm also 36.
That's funny because I'm 36 as well. So there you go.
Worse.
we're all 36.
I'll just be 31 next month. I'm in my early 30s.
Very cool.
Young in.
Slow.
Well, this is pretty cool to be on here with the first couple of comic book YouTube. I mean, let's just say it. You guys are the first couple.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been fun though. Like I'm so glad he got me into the community and got me like on YouTube because it's just been a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad.
For the most part.
36 Chambers is like, no, I'm 36.
I know that's funny because right after I said that too, I that's what I thought of too was 36 Chambers too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the 7th birthday together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the first one was when I turned 30.
Yeah, he's actually 29 when he had just turned 29 like 2 weeks after we met. No, before we met. Yeah, 2 weeks before we met.
So what was your chemistry right off the bat?
Yeah. There was a.
You don't need to go into huge detail. That's what they try to.
Yeah, it's funny though because it's like my brother had invited me over to go hang out, and I said, "Yeah, sure," and then like we start talking, and everybody else is drinking, and Wreck-It Ralph is playing in the background, which is like why it's one of our favorite movies. But everybody saw it before we did, so even when my brother was giving me a ride home, he's like, "I can get your number for him if you want." I'm like, "No, you can give him mine if he wants to talk to me, he can." But I'm not looking for anything. And then here we are 7 years later.
I wasn't either. I was at a house party sitting there drawing.
Yeah, the first words I ever said to him was, "What are you drawing? Like, what you drawing?"
Yeah.
And
I remember you guys telling the story once. Old. Maybe the first episode of Married with Issues, possibly. I don't remember.
It might have been one of those first when we did like a contest entry for a giveaway. I think is when it was just kind of when we got into it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, I can remember when I'm divorced now, but my ex-wife or whatnot, the first day I met her, I remember seeing her walk into class because I met her in junior year in high school. It was the first day of school. And when she walked into the class and sat down at the desk, I was just, I was like, wow. Like, wow, that's the one, way back then. And then years later, we finally, started dating and stuff like that. But I remember when she walked in, and she had her binder. She had a picture of Michael Jordan on the binder, and I knew right away. I go, I like
it. Wow.
That would have lit my brain up right away too.
Yep. So it was meant to be. And then we had our children, and my son's middle name is Jordan, and we named him that because of the binder. That's how we met. So. Thank you, Michael Jordan.
Awesome.
Right? Yeah, thank you, Michael Jordan.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
2 more kids to be born. There you go. That's what.
What's crazy is he's my first and last love because it's like I met him at 23. I was 23.
That's young. Yeah, that's pretty young.
And he's my longest relationship I ever had. My longest relationship before I met him was like 2 months, and that was it. And the L bomb didn't even get dropped. And like in the beginning, when we were afraid of dropping the L bomb, we would say "Sauve Fuma" because it was just so very much that it's like, I like you a lot.
Yeah, because I was like not terrified, but just wasn't saying it.
I just never got as comfortable with anybody as I did so quick with you. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because like I had. Like I think 3 long-term 2 or 3 plus year relationships before that, and and they were not good. So it's like I was doing everything opposite than I did, in the previous one. So
Chris Barrett said in chat, Bueller was like, "That's my first ex-wife." I just want to go on record and say that's my only ex-wife. That's my only ex-wife.
Exactly. I changed. Sorry, when we got married, I changed my last name. I was like, if anything ever happens, I'm not changing my last name. It's just gonna stay. I'm not going through that hassle all over again.
Because didn't your sister do a split?
She did a hyphen.
Hyphen name. Yeah.
Hyphen. Yeah.
I've never been married, but I've lived with a significant other for like 2 years, and we were together 5 years, I think, but did not end well. And that was the longest relationship I've ever been in. So.
It happened.
Yeah. This is my longest now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I watched all your stuff on the dude. You had a blast.
Oh, Chicago? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah,
wow.
I did have a
All your
blast.
pictures and everything, dude. You guys were having a great time. I was jealous. I was sitting there like, man.
Yeah, sorry. That wasn't my intention to make people jealous. But I guess I should have expected that.
I get all these messages from people, and they're like, "Are you going to C2E2? Aren't you supposed to be at C2E2?" The show. I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?"
Well, hopefully MegaCon goes on as planned, and we get to do the same thing, but to a even bigger degree down there. I'm looking forward to hanging
You're
out.
going to MegaCon too?
I'm going. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Oh, awesome, man!
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait.
I know that's what.
It's only like 5 weeks away or something.
Yeah. I seriously, I've talked to this with my buddy. I was like, I could care less if people cancel or don't go to this thing.
Yeah.
I just want to go down because of all the people that we know are going to
be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, I already spent all my money in Chicago, so I don't even know what to buy. I don't even know what I'm looking for at MegaCon.
It was so cool seeing you meet Kenny and JP and like everybody, just seeing like all that content was so great. Even that
was actually the second time I got to hang out. That was the second time I got to hang out with JP. I got to hang out with him in Chicago the previous year for the Star Wars convention.
Star Wars thing, yeah.
And then that was the second time I had hung out with Comic Kid 84. I had gone to Boston Comic Con last year in the summer. I got to hang out with him there, which was cool. But I'd never hung out with Bear Island before, and I'd never hung out with D-Runk Comics before, and Comic Man Andy and Los. I got issues I had hung out with at New York Comic Con last year, but that was the second time I got to hang out with him. But there were so many other cool people there. Chad RCG, Metaphorical was there. I got to meet him. Count Von Strange, got to meet him there. He was there with like 50 Comic Book Fiend Club members.
Yeah,
so they had they were like taking it over. They had so many people. They were rolling deep. But yeah, there was a lot of people there. I'm probably leaving people out too. But
one of these days we'll make it to one. One of these days.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, gotta give a shout out to Geek Aficionado, Jimmy. He was like the local expert, like the guy that knew everything about Chicago. He gave me the local comic shops I should hit up and things like that. And he went out to breakfast with our crew and everything. He's a really good guy. Kind of showed us, like, treated us like we were always there.
That's awesome. That's quite awesome. Yeah, because even seeing some of the comic book stores that you went to, and then like when you saw John too.
Yeah, I got to hang out with John last week. I didn't even have time to like talk about that because I was already on my way to Chicago by the time I got back to New York, and I had lost my voice and everything. So 2 or 3 days I was here, I had no voice to do any content. So and then I went straight to Chicago. So, but that was awesome getting to hang out with John. We went to 2 comic shops in LA. We went out to sushi dinner and whatnot. So
you went to Neil Adams'
really
shop.
cool. That was really cool also.
Didn't you go to Neil Adams' shop?
I did go to Neil Adams' shop. Actually, I have some of the stuff I got from his shop sitting on my desk. They hooked me up with these these sketchbooks that he sells where like that are themed and whatnot, and they have different types of sketches on the inside. Like really cool stuff. They just threw these in because I bought some original art while I was at their shop, so they just threw in a whole bunch of freebies for me with these these sketchbooks have like a $20 value, so they literally threw in like $40-$50 worth of free stuff because I bought a Wonder Woman sketch that Neil did that was on the wall in the store.
Was Neil there?
What? Neil was not there. He was in New York.
That's the.
He was at Chicago. He was at C2E2.
Oh.
But I didn't want to pay like $60 a signature. Unfortunately, you know what I mean. I could almost, if I got 2 or 3 books signed by Neil, I could almost afford another original sketch from him. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, is it worth just him putting a mark on a book, or should I just get him to do another or buy another one of his sketches? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's the same.
If it was me, since we don't really go to cons like that have creators like that a lot or at all, really. But if I did ever have a chance to meet him, I'd at least get one thing signed by him or something. Yeah. I would bite the bullet at the $60, whatever.
He's at every con. I guess the next con that I see him at, I probably will try to get something signed and talk to him, because I do have 3 original art pieces of his. Yeah. I'd love to have the chance to talk to him about those pieces. I don't know how in depth or even how much he would remember about any of those pieces, but
yeah.
It was really cool when you met Duggan and you got that signed.
That one was one was really
Jerry
fun.
Duggan was really cool.
I like Jerry Duggan's writing.
Yeah, I've always just been a really big fan of his. I mean, obviously, especially his Deadpool run and stuff like that. And it's funny because he's a huge Destiny guy too.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's a big Destiny guy. He actually did that
Destiny together.
I know, we need to, right?
Yeah,
I haven't played it,
right? Yeah.
I haven't played it in
a Warlock all the way, or not Hunter all the way.
Hunter, yeah.
I was like, Warlock love.
I went to Warlock in Destiny 1, and then Destiny 2, it was strictly Hunter, man. I don't even have a Warlock character. I deleted it.
I never really got into Destiny 1 too much, and then when they had the PC beta test, I did that, and then I got into Destiny 2, and I have like 2 different Warlocks because I love my Warlock.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a hunter too.
But yeah, that Destiny hardcover I have, Jerry Duggan wrote the intro to that, and I love how he puts it at the end. He says he's a hunter main but Warlock curious, and that's kind of like how I've been in Destiny 2. I'm still a hunter main, but I do play Warlock quite a bit too. But
I'm just Warlock all the way. Like, I'll have 3 different Warlock characters.
Do you guys know Knights of Old?
Michael.
Yeah, he's a programmer for Destiny.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's the one that he invited me up there to go, check out.
Yeah, when you went out there,
studios and stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think the next. I mean, I did pop on and play like an hour, like a few days ago, just because I didn't know if the new season had started yet.
Right.
I think it's next week.
But yeah, it's the 10th, I think.
Yeah, you did play a little bit.
Yeah, not really too long, but
I was getting pretty good at those headshots. Like,
I know you like the revolver and
the hand cannons.
Hand cannons, yeah.
Oh,
the Fate Bringer. Yes, they need to bring a Fate Bringer back, right?
Oh, you know they will.
Dude, I literally have thousands and thousands of hours in Destiny 1, and like pathetic amount of hours. It's depressing to see how many hours I put into number 1. It's pathetic to see how many hours I put in number 2 as well. But dude, I have everything on that game.
I know. It's crazy when you do see how many hours I have in Destiny 1 and 2, and to where like I've never really raided before or anything like that. I mean, I've ran a couple raids and stuff because like when I it was back when I used to stream. Like a few people, what's it called? I can't. Sherped me through
raids.
It was one on Destiny 1.
Shut up and raid with me. That was a good parody. Yeah, it was like the shut up and dance with me, but it was shut up and raid with me.
Yeah. There's that.
I like those parodies. They're fun.
But I mean, I wish I would have raided.
Vault of Glass.
Yeah.
Vault of Glass.
I think it was VOG. Yeah, that's what I think it was.
That's probably the best one. The Crota raid was the easiest one. You could almost solo that yourself if you.
A few people did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to. I'm trying to remember at the bridge though. They would have to.
You'd have to swing across with the sword.
Yeah, that's what it was. The sword. Yeah.
All these little tricks. It was a lot of fun.
Speaking of swords, one of the last things I was reading is I think there's supposed to be a big sword update change or something. I think it's probably this update with when the next season comes in.
Nice. I like using sword.
I went back to my Twitch channel and I pulled a few clips that I had on there from a few years ago when I streamed, and I'm gonna post them on Instagram or something. Yes. It was some clips of me going ham with my what's the hunter sword? It's only the hunter one. And he runs with it like a ninja when he runs with it back.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I can't remember.
I used to get so many messages in PvP because I would just piss people off because I was just sorting them, like
Yeah.
I'd get so many messages like, you piece of shit, put that sword away.
I just wanted to be invisible. I'd crouch down, be invisible for a second, jump up, and get him with the sword every time and drive him nuts.
Yeah, because when you crouch, I don't know if it's the same way, but back then it was like 2 or 3 seconds, and then you would just kind of like blink on like other people's radar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like what I do too.
Okay, I found this today.
That one.
Oh, nice.
It's an awesome. She found one like what was is
Can't
it
see
like?
it. Make it bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger. There's a one in Rome, Catwoman #1.
Cool. Oh, okay. Globe sale. That series, yeah.
Yeah, I found this today. I was like, hey, it's a good find.
Yeah, very noirish. I love that.
I know. I love that style.
There's a #1. I'm like, I have to get it.
And there's the
I got
chapter
1 and
2
2 that I found today. I'm like, okay, I know it's his birthday. We're only getting a few books, but I found a few for me too. So I'm like, it works. Yeah, see, so we got 1 and 2. I'm like, hell yeah.
I mean, I was just having the one, those like kind of frustrating days where you kind of don't know what you're looking for, and then you kind of remember, but then you look for it and they don't have it or whatever, or they have book 2 or 3, but you're looking for book 1, and
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, watch, when it's my birthday hunt, you'll be the one finding all the books and I won't be finding nothing. That's just how it goes. Just how it goes.
I mean, I've had a couple times like that recently where I didn't really. I think you found this one, didn't you? This,
I did.
Bismarck Spectre Moon Knight.
After I found
Number
a few
8.
for me, I had to definitely look for him, so I started finding a bunch for him. I had to.
Well, hey guys, I gotta take off. I got someone coming to my house here real quick, so I got happy birthday. Congratulations on being what we all come to it. We're all 36.
Yeah, 36.
36.
36. Forever 29. AKA.
Forever 29.
There you go. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks for doing tonight.
Jay and Salato for life.
Live long and prosper.
The artist is Jay and Salato. There you go.
Don't change.
All right. Later.
Later, buddy.
Have a good night, Peeler.
Oh, that's so fun.
That's great.
I'm glad I got to do that because, like, I don't know if he would have ever been aware of that little joy that brings me on a weekly basis.
Hey, we got Weapon X and Immortal Biggie Shack and Gretzky in the chat.
Hey,
guys. We're just chatting, hanging out.
Here's
doing
I was stoked that I found this in like the $5 trade thing. What the hell was that on it though? Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I don't know what it is.
It's the volume 1 to the Ultimates trade, which I've never really read stuff. So
I read one Ultimates trade. I don't remember exactly. It was I think it was the Avengers Ultimates. And someone come
Girls comment.
Yeah.
Someone come.
I think I read one of the Avengers Ultimates trades because I got it in my Comic Tom mystery box 2 years ago or something like that, and I read it. And me and John, we got the same trade, so we both read it at the same time. And I remember talking to him about it. I forget exactly what storyline it was, but it was entertaining. Outside of Ultimate Spider-Man, like Bendis and that whole run, I haven't read many of the other Ultimates universe stuff at all.
Yeah, I haven't read hardly. I haven't even read that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's May is supposed to be. I don't know if it's the first ever printing, the first time they've ever done it, or if it's just a new printing. But it's the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus.
Yeah.
And I'm really waiting for that one. Because I really want to read the first Morales stuff.
Yeah, first Miles stuff stories. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think I've really read.
I was showing him some of the Harleen stuff.
I like this current run by Saladin Ahmed for Miles. I kind of fell off 5 or 6 issues ago, and I haven't been able to keep up since then. But I do want to circle back to keep reading it because I do think that it's actually a really good book. It's one of the better Spider-Man books now.
I agree. I'm kind of in the same boat because I was getting it when it first came out, and then I think after the first 5 or 6 issues, when we cut back my big ass pull I had at the time, it was one of the ones I cut back on.
I know,
but I liked it.
You were
it was
getting
really
like
good.
20, 30 books.
It was ridiculous, really. Yeah,
you were out of control, man. Like
I got a lot of trades just sitting on the shelf that I need to actually get around to reading. So I kind of paused on buying any new trades for the time being because I've got like 5 or 6 different like volume 1 of indie books that I haven't read yet, or multiple Marvel and DC like some Batman books and whatnot.
Saga.
I gotta just try to read them.
Yeah. I made it to like about book 6 or 7 of Saga, and I still really want to read it. It's just I'm like I know it's on hiatus, and I know it's so good that I'm like, if I just hold off, I can still read a little more.
I read them, and then I was fully up to date when the last few issues came out, and I wasn't reading the last few issues, right? And then I heard that issue 54, it's a hiatus, and then I was like, okay, I was debating the same thing. Well, do I just save these issues for a rainy day now? Like, what if it never comes back? But I couldn't resist it, and I bought when the volume 9 trade came out. I completed my set of trades, and I read it. I read it in the trade instead of the single issues in my box, and it's man, I can't wait for that to come back.
How long has it been? Like when it's been
a while,
because I think it went on hiatus.
It's over a year, I think now. Yeah.
Wow.
Hiatus, man, they're hard. Hunter Thompson, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Hunter Thompson.
Yeah. That midnight.
To definitely come back.
So we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have that in our hold.
Yeah, they did. To my surprise, because sometimes they don't always have everything in the hold that we're expecting. So we'll go there and we'll still have to grab it off the shelf. But it was a good find for life.
Was Batman 89 left in your pull, or was that taken out?
No, yeah, that was left in.
Yeah, 89 was left in.
All right.
We actually, the last time we were there, we had him print out our pull list. And so then this past week, he ended up writing on it, like scratched out the ones that we don't want and then wrote in a ton of them. And so when we went there today, he was just like, here, you can update this. Which reminds me, we still forgot to update the address and phone number.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We updated all the books, but
it takes forever for me to update my anytime I move to like across the board. Make sure it's always like I got a letter today from I'm not going to hide the addresses or whatever, but from my Collectibles insurance, right? And it has one of these yellow stickers with the mail forwarding thing on it. I was like, I swear to God, I updated that address. You know what I mean? Like, how's that possible? But maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like my address on my license is still my mom's address. I'm like, I use it all the time. I'm like, I just have everything sent to my mom's, but.
Because
it makes it easier. It's such a hassle.
Because I got my new one after we moved here, right? So I think mine is
the
current one.
Yeah, yours is this address. Mine's always my mom's. It just works out that way. Which I got lucky and was able to renew my driver's license online, so I don't have to go to DMV on my birthday. And I should have my new license here soon.
They keep the same image too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
more annoying things like that you can take care of online, the better life becomes, frankly.
Yeah, especially how
it leaves more time for reading at home.
Oh yeah, Hunter said I had to cut back on my weekly current as well, but I found a 50-cent bin gold mine.
Yeah,
those are always fun to find.
So yeah, speaking of which, actually, what I had right here was a couple quarter bin finds from our main LCS.
LCS, yeah. They were the quarter bin bucks.
This one's so Spidey 2099, number 9. That's a lot of 9s.
99.
Nice.
Number 10. And looks like number 12.
Right.
Thanatos on it. Yeah.
I've had to recently like reorganize all my Spider-Man books so that anything that isn't Amazing Spider-Man related has to be in its had to be put into its own box, separate box, because it was starting to get too hard to continue collecting Amazing Spider-Man books or just Spider-Man books in general without like church and stating those two things in my like storage solutions. You know what I mean? Just because there's way too many Spidey books out there, and I was like, I gotta have all the Spidey books together. That was going to be impossible. You know,
I know that's how it is with like some of the characters we have like the most of, like Batman, Daredevil, and Deadpool are like them. And in Spider-Man's getting to that point for us too, for sure. I was stoked on these. Where you show those, we actually got
we found 2 of these
in the quarter bin, so we got 2 of them.
Sweet.
Where we'll put in probably like one of the giveaways or something. Or,
and this will be one of the books that we've put in a giveaway.
It's the annual number 6, and then
Mike Rogers, what's up? He said he just realized he was lurking.
Oh, hey! Aren't we all? Yeah.
This one's the annual number 5. This one's like
working it works, man.
Holy cow! I didn't really notice this at first. This one's like super clean.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's a great issue, man.
Yeah, I kind of want to read this one. In Wakanda with the Black Panther up against Killmonger, Madame Slay, and a question mark pointing to this dude that I don't even know who the hell that is.
I need to read more Iron Man. I really do. Also, I'm in that camp, or I'm in that boat where it's like I like Iron Man, but I just haven't made enough time for reading Iron Man stories.
Right.
Yeah.
In comparison to the other characters that I read heavily.
And it was funny that this was in the quarter bin because I had just told her a couple days ago that one of the like next runs, like once we like finish one or kind of get farther in one, I wanted to start was like Invincible Iron Man Volume 1.
Yeah.
I love the trade dress on these old Iron Mans.
Me too, man.
I just love how they look. And so it was kind of funny that we found those.
And some Doom 99s and Booster Gold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because and speaking of Iron Man, like what I have.
Oh, cool.
Just came across some of these in the quarter bin, so I was like, yeah, why not?
I've really been wanting to get to this. So this is the Iron Man by.
You guys can make me smaller on like the little right corner. By the way, there's like a button where you can like make you guys like twice as big and then me like small, so you can see the books easier on the same screen. It's one of those little. Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, see, we're just amateurs.
No, you're fine.
So yeah, this is like the complete collection of Matt Fraction run. So this is like one that I've really been wanting to get to.
The other one I did find today was 96. It's the same series as the Gurel run, but it's after Gurel, and it's part 1 of 5, where Angels Fear the Tread, Green Arrow.
Nice.
So I did find one today. I'm like, it is a good find. I got a few other Green Arrows, but not too many. So.
God, the art on this
was a good find.
Yeah. Great.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, so it's Invincible Iron Man from 2008, 1 through 19.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to see. I need to look up on my comic shop to see if that's like the full.
Shout out to my comic shop, man. Their database is just so deep, you know, like the information. I get books from them all the time, but I get more than my money's worth out of the free research I get out of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because I mean, they make it easy to understand, you know, like what series, like where it's fit in their overall run, and also,
it makes it really
tags under. I don't think it's for every book, but a lot of the times they'll have the legacy numbering too. They'll have it tagged.
Yeah.
Where it'll say like legacy whatever. I don't know if it's just Marvel though, or if they do it on DC's. I'm not sure, but
I think I'm driving DMO.
I think he's talking about the Orlando MegaCon. He was like debating if he's going to go fly to it or if he's going to drive to it. So I think he's leaning towards driving, which, you know.
Or was driving because you can't smoke on an airplane, and I need my cigarette. So I would say
I think Biggie does too. If you've ever watched his channel.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, we on the way home from the comic shop is when we picked up some smothered burritos. Oh, so good. La Frontera has the best smothered burritos.
You're making me hungry for burritos. I'm probably gonna lean towards burritos for right now, or a burrito at least.
Oh God, what was it? Oh yeah.
Hey, Kachun, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Kachun.
Yo. Yeah, thank you so much, buddy. Hope you're having a good. I almost said weekend again. Holy cow!
I know it's Thursday.
Good almost Friday. A good almost Friday. That's what Thursday is.
Like Saturday, like so crazy.
Tomorrow's my Friday, and then I have Saturday, Sunday off, and.
No, that's what I was saying. Is I wonder how long it would take us to drive to Florida from here, because that's damn near cross country.
That's your cousin took that drive.
That's true.
He came from Florida.
What was it? It was like 2 days, like a day and a half or 2 days. I think it took him.
Yeah, it was like.
And I don't think they stopped though.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I mean those long drives are all about like pacing. Like, what's your pace? How much rest do you need? How many different drivers do you have to alternate or not alternate? You know.
It was him and 2 others, so there was 3 people. Yeah,
because he had his dog with him too.
And a dog. Yeah.
Longest drive I ever did was from central New Jersey to Los Angeles, and that was alone, by myself, which was insane.
I don't think
you
I
just
would
go straight. Did you just do it straight through too, or?
No, I stayed at like motels and stuff like along the way. Like I had to. Like it was alone, you know. Like,
there's nothing.
It was so funny watching the hunters and Barbarian hops on while he's still driving.
Oh my God!
He did. I got to hang out with Barbarian. That was a lot of fun. I went to the Symbiote Clubhouse. Like after my crew, like you know, JP, Bear, Kenny, D-Runk, after the NWO crew essentially bounced, I was the last one left. So on Sunday night, I went over to the Symbiote Clubhouse. They rented a house, this Airbnb, where like 7 or 8 or 9 of those like Symbiote Club dudes were at. So I went over there and hung out with them. Had like a second dinner. Like they ordered all this like Chicago pizza. And we watched. We just hung out. I looked at all their halls and stuff, including Barbarians. That was a blast. And then we put on Into the Spider-Verse, and we drank beers and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great because like he had his camera left up on the dashboard, and you just see him run past. You go
because he stopped at like a rest stop.
Yeah, but no, that's really awesome. See, one of these days we're gonna have to make it out of the state to like meet people.
Money's so bad.
We're gonna have to make it happen. Because it's like the one time Bueller was coming by, there was a crazy snowstorm that day, so don't blame him there. And then we missed a chance when John was here for a little bit, but I think he was up in like Park City.
He goes skiing like up in the mountains. Like,
eventually we'll venture.
That was like a family vacation or something that they were on, or something like that.
Yeah, it was like the family vacation that they were on. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Leah. Thanks for joining us. Chilling on this old man's birthday.
All right.
It's Forever 29's birthday.
So shortly after, like right around the time that we met, we were out in the garage smoking. And of course, at this point, I had already asked him what was he drawing and stuff. And I'm, thinking,
was it the same day? The first?
It was the same weekend, I'm pretty sure. But he had just said that he turned 29, and so as I'm over there, I'm like literally. Oh, it's not bad. 5-year difference because I'm only 30 and everything. So it was just like, yeah, it's not too big of a difference. So it's just,
it's just like a
Forever
5-year
29.
difference. Because your birthday's like the month after mine.
Yep, not a big difference. I forget the age gap all the time.
I do too.
What's age but just a number?
For real.
I know, especially
your true age is more to do with your personality and your just a lot of other contextual factors. Yeah,
we are grown children on a toddler diet. I swear we need to eat better food.
Yeah,
less fast food.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I probably eat a lot less of it than I used to when I was younger.
True.
I mean,
I know. Yeah, definitely.
don't eat it as much as we used to.
Oh.
I mean, when I was younger and I lived in the city and stuff, like I ate out every night pretty much, but not like fast food. Like I was always going to restaurants every night and stuff, but because I can't cook for shit. That's why.
I can't either. So I got a pretty weak cooking skills.
Yeah,
I have really weak cooking. I can make sausage, eggs, and bacon, and scrambled eggs, and like
put me in that, like eggs and grilled cheese and basic pasta dishes and rice. Like that's it.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
I can boil a mean bowl of water.
You really can. That's like the smothered burritos we had at La Frontera. I don't know if they have La Fronteras outside of Utah, but they are just the best smothered burritos with cheese.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a Frontera before. I'm not sure though. I'll be honest.
They're good.
I mean, I'm sure there's like
they could be out of the state. Yeah, Mexican smothered burrito. It's good.
It's been a little while since I've traveled out of the state, but I don't think I've ever seen them out of state.
Oh, I'm getting tired. I gotta work tomorrow. I don't want to work tomorrow.
I know. I'm glad I'm finally getting a 4-day weekend.
I know last week I had a 4-day weekend. I'm like, I'm just going to take a day off.
I never have like time off or anything really.
Highlight says he's forever 21. I would go with 29, bro. Just no offense. I would go with 29.
Forever 29. That's where we're all at. Like, God.
I know, because just from 29 to now, like 36, like I can definitely feel my age a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Especially with my.
For a second, I thought I was 28 when we got 29 when we got married, but I was 28. Yeah, I was 28 when we got married.
When we got married?
Yeah. It was 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking for a second, wait, is that 29 too?
Yeah, because later this year, we'll be 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years married.
Yeah. So yeah, I was 28. Wow, God, where's the time go, man?
Holy cow!
I feel like you. It's a lot easier to make mistakes in life when you're 21 versus when you're 29. You know what I mean?
For real. Yeah, and you learn to become strategic with like finances because you have like sink or swim when it comes to a budget. Like, you gotta figure it out. They should teach it in high school for sure.
I know. I mean, at least here, they didn't really. I mean, there was like home ec or like TLC classes and stuff like that, but not like budgeting and financing and stuff like that. Like they didn't have anything like that or any of the high schools.
So, do you know when you were gonna go do the unboxing or?
No, I think 36 is gonna hit me up when he gets home, which I think will be in like 30 to 40 minutes or something like that. So if you guys want to, I mean, you guys, I'll hang out for as long as you guys want me on. If you don't want me on, I'll jump. So
no, I mean, we literally didn't have like any really plans. We were just like just gonna go on and just chat and.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was just curious. I didn't know.
So
we're not. We're just kind of playing it fast and loose. It should be a pretty quick one. Yeah.
I don't get it because it's like I noticed since we've been back, there's a lot more of like open invites on everybody's streams, and it's like we usually have just like Married with Issues. It's like we do gotta have one of the ones where it's just open invite, jump on, and it's been so awesome just chilling and hanging out. Like,
well, I mean, I
the good day.
I mean, I keep saying this. I mean, I've said it a few times lately, but like how I want to come up with do other stuff other than just the one, but.
Can be a bit too much.
But it's still with the whole burned out.
Yeah,
it can get.
I like to like not over like commit myself. I guess is the accurate way to say it, because then I have more flexibility to like hop on like something like this. Like if I had a regular Thursday night show, I would be pot committed to that regular weekly Thursday night show, and when this opportunity arises, then I'm like, well, I gotta go do that. I don't want to feel like that. I don't think it should be, it shouldn't have to have like that kind of pressure to it. So
exactly, it should just be fun, and which it is, and that's like why I enjoy doing it. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing
I mean, and even though like, you know, like I do the blog and all that, and I'm starting, you know, kind of like the like podcast part of it and all that now too. Like, it's a lot, and I mean, but it's still fun, you know. Like, I'm still doing it for fun, and whenever it.
What do you guys use to like rip the audio? Like, do you use a specific software or something?
Well, what I did on that last one, I just had my phone recording as we.
Oh, you had the phone recording at the same time. That's a good idea.
But like if we were doing it like now,
right? If you had a guest, that wouldn't work necessarily. Yeah.
So if we were to do it like if we were to do this one as like a podcast one, I'd probably have you recording your audio and you'd probably send it to me or something.
I think there's got to be a way though to like, because I know you could download a video file of a live chat from the back end of YouTube after it's over. Like it takes a few hours for the file to be like available or whatever, but after a live stream ends, eventually you can go into the settings on YouTube and say download file. So that means you'll have a hard file of the whole show. And then there's got to be some sort of software where you can like strip out the audio from the video file.
I did that once from one of our videos. Remember when you did the Hooked on Phonics Works for Me? When you did that?
Yeah.
I pulled just the audio from that with an app.
Right. There's apps that can do that. So
yeah, I can't remember what one because I have so many apps on my phone.
Hooked on Phonics did work for me.
It was just like a free app.
I honestly still don't know what was up with my antlers on Saturday last time. Like I can do the Spock hands with like both hands, and so then it was just like without like it just happened to
I
turn
cannot do that for the life of me. It's like I can't do it.
I know I can't do it either.
I remember there was a day that I couldn't do it, but like when I was little I wanted to do it so bad that
whenever I try that I'm like, man, I'm gonna get arthritis so soon. Like,
I know.
Yeah,
I
know I'm going to get arthritis for sure.
There's actually this app Anchor that we use.
Anchor, that's the one. Yeah, Anchor. Yeah,
like actually record it. And there's actually a thing. There's a part of
you can distribute to like platforms through that and stuff.
That what's crazy is because I only uploaded just the one, and we already have it on like I don't know, like
multiple
6 or 7
platforms.
now.
Podcasting is convenient that way. It's like the hardest part is like getting the audio file itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is a part. There is a part on it too, though, to where. So like a guest who's remote too. So if like you, for instance, I don't know if it's like a call, you know, but like because it's. Where was it?
Like a conference audio line that records both signals.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, invite friends to join while recording.
That's partially why
record with friends.
No, so I was at work and I looked down at my phone and I noticed a new app and I'm like, I did not download that app. Where the hell did this come from? What is this? And it was he was on the computer, but because it was on my Google account, it like automatically updated to my phone. And so I'm like, I go to my lunch and I'm like, what is this? And he just starts laughing. He's like, oh, that's where it went.
That's where it went.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Of course. Okay, then that's good.
Because I forgot to check to make sure it was on my Google. When I was doing it.
Freaked me out. I'm like, who hijacked my phone?
I mean, whenever we can finally get a new laptop, that's when a lot of it is going to be easier because what we have now is a freaking Chromebook and
it's like old. And there's missing keyboards.
A lot of the mics we're looking at and want to get a lot of the stuff we're looking at like doesn't even work on a Chromebook. So it's like it's going to be a lot easier when we get.
I have a Mac, but it's from 2014, so it is kind of getting up there in age, like 6 years ago, and I don't know. I'm going to probably just still continue to use it until it falls apart completely, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even when we get a new laptop or whatever,
it'll be like Sheldon Cooper. I'll use it till the very last minute.
All right.
Yeah, because I'd rather spend that money on like comic books and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, because when I got paid, I mean, I kind of started looking around like on Letgo and stuff like that, just around
so proud of him.
Some desktops and
he got paid and got off of work early. So then it's like I was still at work yesterday, and he's like, "I got a surprise for you, and you're gonna be really proud of me." And I'm like, "Okay, what'd you do? What'd you get?" And so then I get in the car after he's picked me up from work, and it's like, "Comics? How did you have time to go to the comic book store? I didn't realize you got off that early." And he's like, "No, I went to the nerd store and it got in $2." And I was just like, it was the greatest thing. And then he's like, and I was alone there all by myself. I didn't have you to tell me, no, we can't get that. We have to pay bills. And
because I just cashed my check too. So like I had like
he had like literally his full paycheck in cash, and he's like, and I only got $2. And I'm like, holy shit, I am proud of you. Like, that is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
I don't think I even could have done it.
I only spent like $7 or $8. And...
yeah, it was great. Like, oh my goodness.
And they were books for you. Like they weren't even...
one of them
was
for you.
Sorry, yeah, one was. Yeah.
The one that was for me was the Mercy one that I'm still super stoked for.
Mm-hmm.
This one down here.
Later, Hunter Thompson. Hey, what's up, Southern Comic Geek?
And it was the Archer one that he got. This is the one he surprised me with yesterday. So
Mercy, yeah. Mirka Andolfo's new book, right?
Yeah, she's good. I will be right back. I'm out of a drink and I need a new one.
Yeah. I kind of can't wait to read that one, the Mercy one.
The which? Oh, Mercy, yeah. I didn't actually read Unnatural. I got like 1 or 2 of the covers because they were so kind of like, I don't know, edgy, like edgy, a little risque, arguably, but but I heard that was actually a good series if you flipped open the book and read it, but I didn't.
Yeah, she has 2 of the 2 trades, and just last night.
Natural or
yeah, for Natural.
Yeah.
And I was flipping through it, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
it's adult.
It's adult.
The art's incredible.
One of my favorite variants that I have though is the one where she's like the waiter, but her like whole top half is like completely hanging out.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Is he has
I think I remember that one.
He did get a few variants. So
yeah, that one's it's such a good series, and like. The book, I loved it. The art is incredible, and
yeah, I'm planning on reading it at some point.
It's kind of sexual, but it's not as sexual straight up as like Money Shot.
I haven't read Money Shot.
I haven't. I've kind of seen the inside of a few Money Shots, but I'm like, I can't bring myself to do it. When it comes to like Mirka and Dolpha, Unnatural or Mercy, then
right. There's other book. It's one of the indies that I want that I bought the Volume 1 trade but haven't had a chance to check out yet. It's Faithless by Brian Azzarello on Boom Studios. That's also kind of like a risque, like a little bit adult book. But I haven't had a chance to dig into it just yet. But I hear good things about that one too.
There's another one that's a lot more BDSM, where it's 2 chicks, but
that's from the it's Sunstone. That's the one from the guy who did Harleen, Stepchen, or whatever. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one's. I can't even. I can't even say a sentence about that one without getting embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the little bit that I have heard of that one is good.
Yes, it is good. It is good. It is very. You do not want anyone accidentally opening that in the wrong scenario or kids or anything like that. Definitely not.
Yeah. That's like comics are more for. Some comics are definitely more for adults, and it's like it's not good. But Mercy, I'm super stoked for Mercy. Not Natural is good. So it's
Southern was asking, what's that Mercy about? I've been hearing good things. And I was pulling up, looking for like a synopsis.
Yeah, let me know if that's good when you end up reading it. I am curious about it.
I'll have to definitely let you know for sure. I was showing him some of the Harleen because we ended up buying the second book, the one that you had sent me. It was so good, so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading that really like.
You gotta check that out. Man.
It is.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, because last night I finally read the Damned hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then like this morning I read just the book 1 of the Damned.
Book 1, yeah.
But I still need to read I need to finish the hardcover that we have of it, but it's just book 2 and book 3 that I need to finish in it. But like some of those risque ones I like, it's a good read.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Has been really good.
I got no shame. I don't care.
Exactly, right? It's just those money shots. Those ones I haven't been able to get into. I'm like, that's a little too not beating around the bush.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Oh God.
This thing says.
I don't even know how I come up with it.
I think we're going a little off the rails now.
Mirka Andolfo's mercy begins when the placid mining village of Woodsburg is disturbed by a series of brutal murders, sending the settlement into turmoil. As the first snow covers the chaos in a white blanket, a mysterious woman in black arrives, eliciting a totally different kind of unrest.
It's going to be interesting.
That sounds intriguing, frankly. I think I might.
Yeah.
I remember we heard about that. The first we had heard about it is you saw Mirka on her Instagram.
It's actually been released in other countries.
Okay.
Yeah, in Italy. Because I follow Mirka Andolfo on Instagram, and that's the first time I came across it. I was like, wait, what is this Mercy?
I feel like I follow the Instagram account as well. Possibly. I'd have to check. I gotta double check, make sure I am, so I don't miss anything. But I follow too many accounts on Instagram. I wish it was possible to like retroactively like group the things that I follow into like a specific list or something like that. I know that's kind of like Facebook style, but if Instagram had that option, I would use it. So then I could make like here are my like artists list. So then I could go scroll only artist posts. I would love to just sit there and scroll only artist posts and weed out all the comic book, and then have a separate list for like all the comic book people.
Or like the seller pages where it's
because otherwise you miss so much in that one scroll through feed. You miss a ton of stuff. You're not going to see it.
Especially when I hear like how algorithms are geared more towards like people you're not following, because they're like trying to make it to where you're finding stuff you're not following yet.
Yeah. Well, and it's so weird because it's like some of the things have been changing to where it's like Facebook bought out Instagram. Yeah. So it's like one and the same, but they still have it separate, different formats. But no, that would be really cool. That would make it so much easier if you could just like do like artists or like top 5.
I know. But the only pain would be is if you were able to do that and you follow like hundreds or thousands of accounts currently, you'd have to sit there for hours going through every single person you're following and like organizing it, and that would be a pain.
That's what I worry about sometimes with League of Comic Geeks and how I finally cataloged all of our books and we're up to about like 3,600 books. It's nice, but at the same time when when we're out hunting, if it's not loading, then I'm like, I could lose all of this, like if it's not loading or it's not working or I'm adding these books but it's not syncing up, it's like, am I doing it all for nothing? But at the same time I'm like, please just work because I put so much effort into it. I don't want to lose it. Just stay and I will be okay.
All the features and everything that site has is awesome, but it's so big and so much to it.
Right.
It does. It's literally 50-50 if it's gonna.
It's a lot of work. I would
running.
I would be devastated if I lost everything because but it makes it so much easier. But then at the same time, it's like it just goes back to that cataloging of like everything.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Like I commend you for trying because like I can't. I just can't. It's too many. It's too much for me to keep track of. I only keep track of in a digital like ecosystem the slab comics because that's actually like it's a manageable number for me versus all of the comics. It's just impossible. I can't.
His used to be he would just take pictures of every single book we got. Like as soon as we get home, he'd take a picture of each book.
It's not a bad practice, like it'll keep you organized that way for sure. if you can keep up with it anyway, you know.
Yeah. That's the thing is always remembering to doing it to do it every time. I mean, because what I kind of do as a precaution to where, you know, when you're out in the wild, so like if the site isn't working is like I have a list like on just like a notepad too,
Right.
So I can text.
Yeah, that too.
I'll have like runs, and then I have like what I have. I'll have like all the ones I have.
I'm gonna have to call.
Yeah, I used to keep a Google spreadsheet or like a, you know, like an Excel sheet, but in Google, so it's like in the cloud, and you know, you could access it from all, you know, anywhere or whatever without worrying about it. And then, you know, I had it organized by like age. Like I had my Bronze Age tab, I had my Copper Age tab, I had my Modern tab, I had my Silver Age tab, my Golden Age tab. And then after a while, I just couldn't keep up with it, and I abandoned it. So it sucks, but I had it at one point. That was my system.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it easier some days, but then other days it's like the thought of just knowing you could so easily lose it is like.
I know.
Well, I think what happened to me and why I couldn't start keeping up with it is I started giving away so many books, like in AOKs and selling books in some cases, and then AOKing a lot of books, and like a lot of books going out that I had documented. And then then when I got new books in, I was like, okay, I'm documenting these, but then I also have to remember which ones I sent out and which ones I no longer have, and I have to like change the color of those books or something. Be like, oh, I had that book, but now I don't have it, so now I'm going to make that green, you know, or I don't know. And I just like it got so complicated that I just had to give up.
That's why I've decided. That's why I've decided I'm not getting rid of any of the books that I've cataloged. Like if I like when we do giveaways, I go out and I buy new books.
Just go get new.
I just go out and get new ones, and if I find like one that's a back issue or like a key or a hunt or a price is marked, then I'm like score. But once I finish doing all of the cataloging, I'm like, we're not getting rid of any of our books.
Once it's cataloged, it's a forever book. Yeah, exactly.
It's staying there. Exactly. I mean, like
either that, or, like you make sure that you like take it off or something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You guys are freezing.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, you're back.
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump.
But yeah,
thanks for having me on, guys. Happy birthday, Solgr, man. I hope you guys have an awesome night. It was awesome hanging out with you guys. I gotta go to the bathroom and then hop on with 36 Chambers in a few minutes here. So thanks for hanging out. Let me hang on your birthday. It was a lot of fun. I missed you guys. So
yeah, for sure. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been great having you on. One of these days we'll have to get you and Bake.
Yeah, let's do it
on
soon.
here too. Yeah, we'll probably stream.
We'll probably wrap up soon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do want to get some.
Yeah, no worries. You can always catch it on the replay. It'll probably be a short one. It's just going to be a quick unbaxing, and then maybe talk for a few minutes. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see everybody later. Thanks everybody in the chat. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good night. So that is what it is.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, we pretty much. Whoa, shit, sorry.
I was good at paying attention to chat, and then I got sidetracked, so I do apologize, everybody. Southern Comic Geek, what's Mercy? Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah,
what's
I read that synopsis.
Yeah.
And
but, yeah.
I know, yeah.
He going to be, was it going to be on his channel, or was it going to be on?
I don't know if he said or not, but
I think he did say. I don't think it was going to be on his channel.
I have a feeling it might be on Comics.
Do you guys remember?
I don't know.
I'm all asking the chat.
It's on either one.
Again, I think it might have been on. No, I think it might have been on the other person's channel.
The thing I was trying to. I don't know if anyone like messaged.
I know
on
that's
Instagram
what I actually
to join
looked
us,
at.
And if anyone did and I didn't notice, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was also like, I'm not good at multitasking either.
Right? Yeah, no, that's what I did for a second here when I was looking, because
and especially there's like so much crap on my phone, and I like don't get, and I need to go find all my damn drawings.
Yes, you do.
Because how I lost pretty much almost all of them. I mean, there's only a couple that I didn't.
Yeah. You're going to have to get those back for sure.
Hopefully
Some way.
I don't
Or you
know.
just redraw them on like a pen and paper. You can't lose those unless you light them on fire. Crumple them up and throw them away, but I won't let you do that.
Draw like a caveman.
Yeah.
Pen and paper. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness
All right,
gracious.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys all for hanging out with us for as long as you did. It's been an absolute blast. And I hope you all have a great night and happy birthday to my forever 29-year-old husband.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you everyone in chat. Everyone that, for all the birthday wishes and everything. I forgot where I was going with that. But, today's Thursday, right? So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll
still have our Saturday show with, we'll still be there. We actually might hop on with Puff on his community chat on Saturday, because I think I am off Saturday and Sunday, so we'll probably be on Saturday with Puff, and then we'll be on later
because we're usually not on because that's when it's the time we have to go to the comic book store, but we've gone this week now already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we should be able to make it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll probably be on Stay Puft Saturday show chatting with the community. And then if we do our own Married with Issues show, it'll probably be after Rena's interview with Kavi.
So it'll probably be like a night one this weekend.
If we do it. If we do our own Married with Issues one, it'd probably be a later one. But, yeah, I need to actually get in touch with Stay Puft and let him know we'd be down to be on his show Saturday.
And then
community.
When you talk to Super Russ, because I think then the following week after that
is when we would have Super
issue
Russ,
50, and when we do the March edition.
Sophia said happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
We're just wrapping up.
Yeah.
I know I had a Sunday burrito, but I also have some donuts sitting out there that sound good.
I'm still way too damn full. But I have a feeling I know I'm going to be like digging into the cereal in like half an hour.
Yeah.
Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
Yeah, you got to get ready for the apocalypse. Apparently the time is upon us.
I've been making apocalypse food. Right?
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right. Thank you all so much again. We love you guys.
Yes, thank you for joining us. It's been great, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night.
And we'll see you Saturday.
Yes.
For our regular Married with Issues.
Live long and prosper.
May all your issues come true.
Live long and prosper. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.